Alien is a 1979 science fiction horror film directed by Ridley Scott. It stars Sigourney Weaver and Tom Skerritt, and although receiving mixed reviews from some critics, it has since become a cult classic. Anyway, let's start the review. The plot of this film revolves around a commercial starship crew called Nostromo, who suddenly comes into contact with an unrecognizable life form deep in space. Upon further research, they discover that it is very parasitic and is requiring of a living host to help hatch its young, and that's where the crew comes in. This plot makes a lot of sense. If aliens were real, I feel like that they'd be more like an unrecognizable organism rather than the big-eyed greys we are all familiar with. And that is one of my favorite aspects about this plot because it just sounds so plausible and does something totally unique with the alien genre. I give Promise an A+. Next is acting. Everyone in this film does a fairly good job of conveying just how claustrophobic their entire situation is. They are in space and are obviously at mercy of this indescribable beast, so obviously there's going to be some panic, and boy did the cast more than show it. There was something very genuine about their fear, and I just couldn't help but feel uncomfortable for them. However, Sigourney Weaver as Ripley was fucking amazing. If you are looking for a film with a kick-ass female lead, aside from Scream and Kill Bill, I highly recommend this film. Her line delivery is great. She shows fear, but doesn't let it slow her down. And she just kicks so much ass. One thing that is especially good about her character is her energy. She had so many badass moments, and the way Sigourney delivered just have so much more of an impact. Her determination to escape also helped to make her feel more genuine. I give acting an A. Finally, directing. There was definitely a very eerie mood throughout this whole film. I think part of that had to do with the fact that, as I said, it's a very claustrophobic situation. They're stuck floating somewhere deep in space with a menacing, otherworldly beast that wants to kill them, and damn does Ridley show it. The pacing was a little slow, but I feel like that was intentional to show just how vast and infinite space truly is, and just take in how haunting the scenery truly is. It'd be easy as hell to get lost up there, and unless you don't know any constellations or whatever, you are pretty much screwed. Throw in a bloodthirsty alien, and you are set. The suspense was fantastic as well. Every time a character would turn a corner, sometimes my heart would race because part of me would expect something to be there. And even when there wasn't, I still would be nervous because the entire mood of the film still had me expecting something to happen. It almost became a psychological horror in that sense. I give directing an A. Overall, Alien is a very terrifying film that manages to have pretty good pacing despite the near 2-hour runtime. It had a very chilling mood throughout and definitely shows just how much of a cold, empty place space truly is. I give Alien an A+. Definitely one of the best science fiction films I've seen next to 2001. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like and sub for more content.